At San Diego Comic-Con, ArcSys has just revealed the very first DLC character for Marvel Tokon. The first DLC character we are getting this fall is Phoenix Cyclops. And let me tell you, Phoenix Cyclops, dope. And for those of you that don't know, Cyclops is my number 2. I just recently dropped a video with my top 5 wish list, and that included 2 of my favorite characters, which are Silver Surfer and Daredevil at my number 1. And I tried excluding any X-Men, but my number 2 is indeed Scott Summers' Cyclops. But they announced Phoenix Cyclops. So I see a lot of people on Twitter already, and I even had some buddies of mine ask, well, who and what is Phoenix Cyclops? Well, let's take it back to 2012. Back in 2012, there was a crossover storyline comic called Avengers vs. X-Men, and it had some of the biggest writers on there. It had Brian Michael Bendis, Ed Brubaker, Jonathan Hickman, Matt Fraction, and I believe Jason Aaron was on there. But essentially, in this story, the Phoenix Force, which if you grew up watching any of the old X-Men movies, you guys know Jean Grey and her link with the Phoenix Force, but it's pretty much this manifestation of life and passion. It's an entity. It's like a very, very, very powerful entity in the Marvel Universe. It's pretty much on a crash course to find a new host, and everyone believes it's supposed to be Hope Summers, so it's just flying here. The Avengers, they find out about this. They want to stop the X-Men. They're trying to get Hope to take her somewhere so that they can fend off the Phoenix Force because of, the damage that the Phoenix Force has caused in the past. And of course, this leads to a battle between our beloved Avengers and our beloved X-Men. Then, at one point towards the second part of the story, or more like the first part of the story, there's a big battle on the moon. Hope is losing a bit of control as the Phoenix Force gets closer. Iron Man, the Avengers get defeated. Iron Man shoots out this giant man weapon, and it pretty much blows up the Phoenix Force into these different fragments. And with these fragments, they end up bonding to what we call the Phoenix Five. The Phoenix Five include Emma Frost, Namor, Colossus Magic, and our beloved Cyclops. These guys, they end up winning. They end up going back to Earth. They're called the Phoenix Five. They're able to completely transform the world. They get free energy, food, water. Humanity's thriving, right? They're doing good, but their power starts to, the government, they start to think that these 5 have too much power, and it doesn't necessarily, it manipulates their minds a little bit. They get a little dark, things get a little crazy, but Cyclops becomes ruthless, and that's pretty much all I want to say, because in case somebody does get curious and decides they do want to read Avengers vs. X-Men, I don't want to spoil too much, but Phoenix Cyclops, to me personally, is a sick choice for a game like Tokon, because we do know, Cyclops, we've played him in MVC, hand-to-hand, his optic blast, but now with being enforced with Phoenix powers, his skill set can be completely revolutionized. It doesn't just have to be the optic blast. Who knows what ArcSys can develop, but it was so cool watching that reveal. I lost it. I just rushed home from work and decided to get on the mic to just try to create a quick video to educate those of you who have never heard of Phoenix Cyclops and aren't aware of what goes on in the comics. But yeah, that's pretty much that. He's the first character. I don't know what this is gonna lead to. I mean, they could do the rest of the Phoenix Five, but as we've seen so far with these teams don't really make all too much sense in terms of comic lore, because we didn't really get the Midnight Suns. We got the Amazing Guardians, which is a little weird. I don't think that they're gonna use the 5 slots on 5 mutants as well. There's definitely gonna be some other characters that aren't mutants put in this DLC pass. But hey, if they are mutants, I will not complain. Again, I love me my X-Men. But yeah, that's pretty much it. T-minus 8 hours or so till the beta goes live, so I will be playing it tomorrow and recording my games. So I'll be glad to share that with y'all. I hope you guys all have a great day. I hope you guys all enjoy the beta as well, and I will see you guys next time. Let me know who you guys predict for the rest of the DLC characters down below, and I'll see you. Peace.